As most of you know, we did an April camp that we kept a little bit smaller, and this one's turned out to be a little bit smaller too, and it was a blast to have like 20 people or something. So I think I'm really excited about us. We're going to be able to do some of the stuff here that we did there. Many of you were here last year when we had, of course, 38, and yeah, we can't do that again. Not that it wasn't great, but it wasn't quite so great as it would have been had we had 30 or so. But, so we're going to have some of the things that we did in April, we're going to try to incorporate into this one. And they are, in particular, there were two big ones that really went over well. One was one night we did a song circle where everybody sat in a circle and took turns playing songs. It was a little less formal than the, getting up on stage and stuff like that. And we'll do that to Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, Wednesday afternoon at 5. So that won't be an evening thing, it'll be before dinner. We'll probably do that in the other room. The other thing we incorporated was these breakout sessions. Instead of having the whole group together for 3 hours of Jim and I pounding stuff into your heads, and by about 10:30, people are going like, is it happy hour yet? So I'm just going to do like one class in the morning tomorrow, and we'll kind of see what evolves over the next couple days with that. But I want everybody to bring a guitar, because we're going to talk about some specific things of guitar playing in tomorrow's 9 o'clock class. And then Dave's going to do something different in the afternoons. The 1 o'clock class that was sort of billed as a campfire class is going to be a lot more focused now on specific things instead of just playing a song by ear. Well, a lot of it's going to be based on working on things by ear, and I think we're all kind of on the page of trying to have everybody learn. So we're going to be working on that, on trying to remember chord progressions better and be able to get through more stuff without it. That's the kind of the main theme of things. But the hour by hour stuff is these breakout sessions we did last in April were really, really fun, and I think people got a lot out of them because we broke people up into groups of 4, and then for 25 or almost 30 minutes, you would rotate from a pod to a teacher station. And so we'll have four teachers set up in different places, and the 4 of you will spend a half an hour with them, and then you'll rotate to the next teacher. So that'll be the 10 o'clock to the 10 to noon plan. And we'll probably do that same thing both days, and you'll be in different groups the two different days. And this time Dave's going to be involved. He's going to have a pod, or he's going to have a station. And we're going to really get more instructional or more one-on-one stuff out of Dave this time too. That's some requests that I got from various people, is that he doesn't need to just lead the campfire class and do the songwriting. There's a lot more to this guy. So he's still going to do some songwriting things, and we'll start that at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then sort of see how that evolves, because I want him to have some private time one-on-one time that you can sign up for with him too. That'll mostly be later in the afternoon, like 4 to 5 o'clock or something like that. Because at 5 we're going to do these special things. Tomorrow we'll do the performance workshop at 5. So we'll have 4 people in there. About 6 or 7 of you offered or volunteered to do it. We're going to sort of prioritize people that have not done it before, and so that's why even on that spreadsheet I put who did the last 3 years worth of that, who's here, just so you know that if you did one last year, you're probably not going to get one this year. But
you should still go, because you can learn from watching.
That's the biggest thing is and I really encouraged everybody on the in some of the emails to look at some of the old performance workshops, because there's just fabulous information out there for in every one. So that'll be tomorrow. Okay, and then so the 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock time, that's when the other 4 of us, so Dave will be doing songwriting and then kind of trying to see what he has time for after that. But this is where you can sign up for a one-on-one lesson with the other 4 of us: Doug, Jim, Mike. Where is Mike? Oh, over there. Yeah. Most of you don't know Mike, so Mike is here he is. Mike is somebody I've known for 52 years, as I can count best. And we started playing together as teenagers at a summer camp just down the road, 1 mile down Bear Creek Road is where we met, and stayed friends ever since. And he's He sort of went in the direction of flat picking and bluegrass and mandolin playing, when I went in the direction, and singing and songwriting. He's got some great songs and great albums. Did you bring any albums to sell, Mike?
I always have a few and kicking around in the back of my car.
Okay. Well, we'll
So I
set
can
up.
say yes to that.
Okay, so there's a couple. How many people still have CD players? All right, see, it's kind of, yeah, the age of this crowd mostly shows that, you know, but, yeah, so, so anyway, that's what we'll do is like 20-minute blocks there. So basically there'll be 8 or 9 blocks between 2 and 5 o'clock, and you can sign up. So there's a whole bunch of sheets back there that you can start taking a look at to sign up for an individual lesson. What I'd like to see, you know, everybody the first day or the second day, if you want to have time with me, and then there'll probably be time on the third day, on Thursday, to have some follow-ups too. So we're gonna leave Thursday fairly a little loose right now, and see how things evolve over the next 2 days, and before we decide what else we're going to do, because we also want Thursday. So, and then the open mic nights. Every night, everybody can play every night if you want. It's a small enough group where we can do that. And if you were interested in a mini set, if you were interested in doing like 3 songs, you know, in the past we've had that happen at 4:30 in the afternoon. Had a couple people do that. We're just going to incorporate that into the evening, and each evening have room for maybe as many as 3 people to do a 3-song set, and then the other 15 or so can still all play one tune. So there's a sheet for that if you want to pick one of those 3 nights, or if I know some of you signed up for the spreadsheet that I had set up was really just for us to get an idea of who wants to see whom and things like that, and that wasn't a here's your time thing. Your time is going to be, you sign up, you put your name in a slot on the sheet there, and there are sheets for 4 of us that you know, for all of us at least for the first 2 days, for Tuesday and Wednesday from 2 to 5, and then we'll probably have slots on Thursday too as well. We also want to encourage everybody to play with other people and work on some collaborations that you practice enough to get together to make as part of Thursday night's open mic. We really try to emphasize collaborations on Thursday night that you've either been working on, maybe even over the year remotely a little bit, or just have found somebody to work on a tune with. Last year we had a really interesting game developed that Lynn brought out, which was bingo cards. That everybody has a card, and everybody's got everybody else's name on their card, and the idea is you've got to sit down and play a song with that person, and then you mark them off on your bingo card, and whoever fills out the card the most gets some unbeknownst prize just yet. And we're still
Thousands of dollars.
It could be thousands of dollars, or thousands of some kind of currency. We might have to dig into that, yeah. And all the teachers' names are on there too. So this would be if you had a lesson with a teacher that you mark them off. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to collaborate with the teacher necessarily, but something that most of you know, because most of you have been here before, is all the teachers are totally willing to join you in a song, even unrehearsed. Only unrehearsed, to be more specific. Not necessarily. There are a few times when people have said, yeah, hey, would you work on this and learn something? And yeah, so we can do that. But so let's see, one more thing you can sign up for is my daughter Rebecca, who's a chiropractor, will be here Wednesday afternoon, and she'll be doing like 20-minute sessions with people. They're not like full chiro workups, but there'll be more, what's hurting you today and kind of thing. So for me, it's let's work on this wrist, Rebecca. And so she'll have quite a bit of time Wednesday afternoon. She'll be here with her 4-month-old baby, so there might be some interruptions from time to time. The baby still needs to be fed at times, and mom's the source of that. But also grandma is here, and she'll be doing some baby patrol. But so if you want a session with Rebecca, sign up for one of those too. The same thing, there's like room for 9 of them. Oh, she might even be able to start earlier, but if everybody, she typically would appreciate like a $40 donation for that, cash or Venmo. She has all kinds of ways you can compensate her if she's not working that day other than here. So And she'll probably get up that night and play us a tune, even though she probably hasn't played the guitar since last year, if she played something last year. I don't remember if she did or not, but she did?
Somebody did.
Yeah.
Do you have more than one daughter?
I do have two, yeah, but usually they play something together.
Yeah, they did together.
Yeah, okay, good. So you guys remember them then. Yeah, so they're hilarious when they do stuff like this. They spent much of their life dancing hula in front of huge audiences and things like that. And many of you are thinking like, oh my God, I gotta get up on stage and like, I gotta practice this for like 14 years and then I'll be ready. And Rebecca generally doesn't play the guitar all year, and she shows up an hour before she's going to get on stage and sits out in the parking lot with Elizabeth, and they decide what they might try to play, and then they come up here and do it, and it's pretty stunning. But I know they're talking about doing one this year that we have a video of them doing, because one year they couldn't come to camp, and right when camp ended, we had a few people left at my house, and so we had like a mini concert in front of the fireplace, and Rebecca and Elizabeth did a tune and kind of apologized to the campers for not being able to be here, so they think they can resurrect that one. Let's see, any questions or comments right now before everything?
Just in terms of the songwriting, just so people know what's going on, we talked about it a little, I can't remember exactly where we left it, but we're definitely going to do it a little differently than before. I think one of the sessions is going to be focused on rewriting. So ideally, if you have something that's unfinished, or a fragment of something, or part of something, bring it in, because that's what we're going to work with. And then one of the sessions, I think we were going to talk about collaboration. So come prepared to get paired up with somebody else, ideally somebody you've never played with before, and write a song together. So those are a couple different things.
Yeah, so at like 2 o'clock tomorrow, anybody interested in songwriting should show up in that room with Dave, and then he'll kind of evaluate where people are and maybe break you up into, anyway. So go ahead, Mark.
Sorry. Like if I'm doing a mini set, for example, and I've got my nephew who wants to come see me.
Oh, we could definitely, where, how far away is he?
He's going to be visiting people in this area.
Okay.
So he's going to be here all day. Yeah, I'm not here.
Right, but, yeah, and is he here for a couple days or not?
Just one day.
Okay, today though, or tomorrow?
Probably. It would be either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it.
No, so we can definitely coordinate that. Somebody else, Doug asked about this, but yeah, we have, you can definitely invite family or friends to come up anytime, especially to join us for the evening. So, they could show up at 7 o'clock. They could even come and join us for dinner. They just have to know that, we got a couple extra people for dinner too. So so it's fine for him to come really anytime and just hang around or stick around for dinner too. Sure. Somebody over here was going.
Are you going to post like a calendar chart kind of thing? That
Yeah.
says what was when?
Yeah. So I'll have a whiteboard up tomorrow morning that has the, everything that's going on. So yeah, you weren't taking notes?
Got a mind like a steel trap over here.
Yeah.
That's rusty.
Yeah, the bear in that thing still, right? So,
Illegal in 27 states.
yeah. Anything else I might have forgotten? Victor, you got anything? No? Okay. Victor's going to be like my assistant here in particular mostly this time, helping me to remember to do stuff or to point out stuff that I shouldn't have said,
I'm guessing the Ray Camel is the groups that were separated.
Yeah. So the group, you've got a color group and then an animal group, and the first day we'll do colors and the second day we'll do animals, and so yeah. Wi-Fi password is up on the wall up there, but it's GMR guest 408. GMR for Green Mountain Retreat guest, and 408 is the area code for this area.
And the other number there should be.
Yeah, that's the other number is the code to your room. Has everybody been to their room? And everything's okay over in the Pueblo?
What about the late night jams, which may not be quite so late?
Yeah, we're hoping to start the late night, the post show or thing by like 9:30. Yeah, so our goal is to get out of here by 9:30 and shut things down by midnight.
Oh,
Maybe
come
not,
on.
that's, no, that's, you know, it's,
Start earlier
no.
is fine.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah, you know, as much of a control freak as I generally am, I don't care how late that thing goes. You guys can, but you do, you know, you just know there's breakfast at 8 o'clock. So, so the schedule here is pretty regular. Breakfast at 8, lunch at noon, dinner at 6. They always want us out of this room so they can clean for like at least a half an hour, maybe an hour. But we'll always be eating back there in the back half, and we'll have, and people can sign up to play during the meals too. So that's the other place. You can sign up and have like a 20-minute block. We'll have somebody start at when the meal starts, and then somebody else 20 minutes later. So that's another time to grab that. So we do have that PA set up back there. You can just plug your guitar in, and there's a microphone and everything. So.
When we do all of this sign up,
As soon as you leave here, everything's on a table right there, so you can scramble it there, night to night, or although I mean, anytime over the next. I mean, tonight's a good time to start it. Somebody else, Bree, did you have a question?
No, it's Sunday.
You got the sign in your eyes, yeah. Yeah, we probably have to. Yeah, sorry, I have to work on that. So, Mark.
yes.
No, it's okay. I mean, by the way, this is Mark. He's from Colorado, and this is his first foray into our little world of international guitar camp. And we've got the two Marks sitting next to each other who both spell their names with a C. Yeah.
It would be helpful for me anyway to say, this is what Dave specializes in.
So tonight, the teachers are gonna play. So tonight's is not really open mic. It's the teachers will each kind of like do their own mini or medium-sized set, and talk about what they do. So you'll find out more about what Doug does and what I do and what Mike does and all that stuff and Jim. Yeah, so there are 5 of us that'll have a little half an hour set each or something tonight. That's the game plan. So anything else? Let's eat. Well, they're not going to bring it out for another 15 minutes or so, and generally the food here has been pretty good. We really enjoyed what's going on. So so we'll start the evening session every night right around 7, and usually dinner lasts until about 6:45 or so. You got a few minutes to go back and change if you want, or make phone calls, or check your stocks, or whatever's vital. Yeah. So. Okay, I think that's it for everything I wanted to get through tonight. So otherwise, if there's no other questions, let's goof around for 20 minutes and dinner will be on. Oh wait.
Just another quick sort of remark or thought. You've kind of left Thursday pretty open, is that right?
Yeah.
Which actually can work well if there's people collaborating and writing songs. Ideally, Thursday would be the time to finish those up and have them ready to sing for us on Thursday night. If you're practicing to collaborate, to perform on the open mic with a group or people, Thursday would be a great time to practice.
Yeah, and last year we had a kind of on a spur of the moment. Doug put together a class on GarageBand, on working on recording, and I think that was just last year, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah.
Last year fall.
Yeah, I know. Not the April one, right? Last fall. Yeah.
This spring change thing we did in spring where I nearly got gangrene from somebody's 30-year-old.
Yeah. And so we also got some really good requests about people maybe talking about recording, how you overdub stuff when you're recording or things like that. So we might break out GarageBand again, but also have people, and this could be like Thursday morning. Last year it turned into all, 3 hours Thursday morning. And it sort of is okay to kind of even drop in and see what was going on.
It was better if people just came, because otherwise everybody came in and asked to say something.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. If we want to do that, I'll need to plan for it. We should definitely just plan out a spot.
Okay.
Because I'll have to bring stuff. I don't know if it's useful to actually have a session showing GarageBand, or it'd be better just to have a little, we've done this before, discussion, people ask questions about recording.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
Yeah, because both Dave and Doug have nice home recording setups. Dave's is a little bit more. I don't know. It's just he uses it a lot more for a lot of other people. And Doug's is, yeah, is more for Doug and his friends, right? Yeah, I don't know what I have to do to get an invite, but no. I've been toying with the idea of recording some stuff again. I think I probably never told you, but it's like I got it in the back of my head as my fingers are starting to hurt. I thought, oh, I gotta get this thing recorded before I can't play it again in 6 months. Of what? Oh, yeah. So, anyway, anything else? Okay, I think we're good, and start collaborating right now, or look at, go sign up for stuff. There's like 6 or 7 separate sheets up there. So.